Hello there. How's it going? Good evening. I was just checking to make sure everything. I've had a few technical snafus recently, so just want to make sure everything is okay. Hello, Hot Cheeto. How's it going? Oh, hello, Qubits. How's it going? Thanks for joining. I need to figure out how going into summer I can start these live streams earlier. I'm not sure. I have a few ideas, but I have to think about that. Maybe I need to send a Seestar somewhere else. So yeah. Hello, Astro Chris. Good evening. How's it going? Hope everything's going well. Yeah, for the beginning of the day, so you won't get sleep deprivation. Yeah, yeah, try to get a sensible amount of sleep. Anywho, everything is kind of in play. 2 hats in under 7 minutes. That's brutal. I need to look at changing the settings. So I just went live, and I'm going to get things going here. Let's. Is that right? Nope, wrong one. Let's try this one. Much better. Yeah, the moon is going to be a bit tricky today, but we'll work around it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't always go off the watch numbers because sometimes it, like I get 2 different watch numbers and they don't necessarily match up. Let's see, what am I looking for? Right. So I had already started imaging on the refractor because I was trying to catch up on trying to get more data on the Rosette Nebula. Yeah, so I need to look into that. Thanks for reminding me. That was something I was going to do on this stream. So the eclipse is going to be on Thursday. It's going to be on this Thursday evening. So starting I forget exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. Don't forget to like the video. It does help. Help YouTube push out the signal to others. Right. Oh, you know what? This monitor. Let's try that. There we go. Much better. I had switched some things around and it wasn't updating. Yeah, it's actually a unicorn. I didn't notice it initially when I did that, but it was kind of funny when I realized it's like, oops. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So this is the Rosette, and let's see what we can image. I was going to do some imaging on on the local scope because the moon, as you can see, is so brutal. I was actually going to do some enhancements to Alp. today locally, but then we'll do something else at Starfront. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, I see some people on... Oh, that's interesting. What is that? NGC 2264? Cosmic Ray has going. Qubits has something going as well. Oh, nice. Got you've got a gosh, you've got a double scope set up there with the overview camera. Nice. I see you're imaging the horse head. That's actually turning out pretty well given the moon right now. And you're also doing the horse head over here. That's pretty cool. I still need to try out the live stacking in Nina. That's looking really nice. Very nice. I guess because it's cloudy, Stephen has a slideshow of some of the really cool things he's imaged recently. And this is NGC 2264. Let's check that out. Do I have a filter on the scope? Yes, I do. It is the SV Bony dual narrowband. So it's a pretty decent filter. I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I mean you maybe see some of the activity, but let me see. Yeah, we'll view the moon here in a second. Let me check something here. Let's try something. Check something here. Let's see. Interesting. All right. So let's go look. Yeah, S50 out imaging. Yeah, I see that. You've got yeah, dual narrowband. Yeah, you're getting pretty good results. Yeah, and I see you're out imaging NGC 2264. Let me try pointing at the moon with this one. This is Starfront one, so I'm gonna do the local one. So we will go to lunar mode. And see if this works. Hopefully that will work. Oh, come on. You can go back. Come on. You went right by it. No? It was right there. Oh, hopefully it'll figure it out. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Like I was saying, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already, because it does, with the time change, I think it's kind of messing up some of the notifications. Oh gosh. The moon is like almost there. Yep. Oh, come on. Come on. Yep. No, back. All right, back. This is the Seestar doing that on its own. Okay. Let's see if I'm actually able to control this with the app. And no. So fussy. So we will. There we go. Now, one of the things I was gonna try to do was work on the code for this a bit, but let me put it in a better spot on screen. Yeah, that does, it's pretty good. It's, you can't quite see it in the all sky camera, but yeah, so the what do you call it? The eclipse, the lunar eclipse is going to be on Thursday evening, and I need to figure out where I'm going to be watching it. So let's see. Yeah, let me see about the Tulip Nebula and where that even is. Yeah, that's not gonna be. That doesn't rise until like 3 in the morning or so. 2 in the morning. Yeah. Oh man. That's too bad. Alright, let's see. That's going pretty well. I wanted to try to get more data from this one. Very nice. All right. All right. Yeah, the moon is looking pretty good. But I'm gonna point the one of the other Seestars at something a bit more point it at something else. But let's go look Let me make that a little smaller. You can see how blazingly bright the moon is tonight. It's really overwhelming things. Hello, Turf. Good evening. How's it going? Thanks for joining. So let's see what else we can image tonight. Now, let me grab a hard drive. Hold on. Oh, I don't think I can even plug it in. I don't know if I have. Will this work? Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, Tulip Nebula with blazing moonlight. Let's see. Let us see. So yeah, so the moon, the full moon, the eclipse will be on Thursday, this Thursday at when will it be? I think it's like 9 p.m., 8 p.m. it starts. Let's see, 8 p.m. Let's see. Yeah, we'll install X-ray instrument. There you go. Oh, the music, background music. I can't hear it. Good evening, Star Voyager. How's it going? Thanks for joining. So this is the moon on the 13th at 8 p.m. my U.S. U.S. Central Daylight Time. So it's 8 p.m. So 10 p.m. Yeah. So I guess sometime after 8, I don't know when the partial phases, but the total phases aren't till like close to midnight. And then, yeah, so it'll be over. So it'll be in the evening going into past midnight, at least here in Central Time Zone. All right. And yeah, so this will keep so as annoying as it is at the moment, it will be getting eclipsed. Oh, something just flew across the moon. I don't know if that was a bat or bird or something, or a glitch. Hopefully not a glitch. But let me see what I can image at Starfront. Last night I kept it imaging overnight, and I literally have not actually looked at the photos since then. Yeah. I mean, it happens often enough, but it's like such a fleeting moment that it's really easy to miss and not video. So let me see. So one of the things I had imaged last night, I had left the Seestar at Starfront running all night, and I imaged the antenna galaxy. I got more data on that. It actually turned out pretty well. You can kind of start seeing the antenna there. This was over an hour of data. And then I got more of the M101, the pinwheel galaxy. Like I say, I've literally had not looked at this until just now. I took some HA data, which that's like super noisy. And then I took broadband data. So the HA is kind of a little faint, but there's all the broadband data. That was, gosh, that would have been like 2 hours? No, that's an old one. Never mind. Yeah, so this was one of them from last night. Yeah, that was the IR data, and here's the additional data broadband. So yeah, Eclipse will be great. 40,000 feet. There you go. Yeah, need to have like balloons or something. That was one thing I was gonna look at today was not balloons, but seeing where it might actually be clear, because it looks like it's going to be cloudy in a lot of places, which is kind of a drag for the eclipse. So let's see. Oh, I was looking at Wisconsin. So let's see what. Oh, this is the wrong one. Give me a sec here. Separate. Moving on to this one. All right, so we can look at the moon. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a slow start. And I think some of it's the new start time, unfortunately. So I need to, I mean, I don't necessarily want to have the streams going, getting a late start, because I'm more tired and stuff, but it's kind of a little problem doing ASMR without even noticing it. Well, because like this mic, these kind of mics, this is a dynamic mic, and they work better when you're kind of near the mic. And I try to talk at a, like, there's some stuff you can do with the audio to keep it from like clipping, but I also just try to keep it at a mild volume level. So let's go. I want to see what the forecast is like here for Thursday, because that's when the client has made too many. Please wait before trying again. Try again. That's annoying. But yeah. So I'll still need to kind of figure that out. Because I want to live stream the lunar eclipse, but if it's cloudy, it's going to be tricky. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Yeah. Oh, nice. Shooting the California Nebula in HA. Very nice. Weather's not too good, regardless of the moon. Yeah, I mean, I'm having, yeah, I mean, you can see on the all sky camera, it's pretty bad. But yeah, clouds. Yeah. So let's see. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So Tuesday, tomorrow it's going to be clear. Might be able to do another live stream. Wednesday. Oh, it's now showing possibly clear here on Thursday. If it is, then Hopefully that sticks. Then I'll do a live stream. Let's see what it. Yeah, see, look, it looks like, oh, interesting. Clouds coming out of the south, which usually means it's gonna roll in midday, or mid evening, middle of the night. I would say midnight, but the middle of the night. But because it's coming out of the south, that might mean I can drive inland, you know, like towards San Antonio or something. Oh, hello, Stephen. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Greetings. Yeah, so hopefully that stays. So by tomorrow I'll have a better idea of where things stand on the eclipse. Cause yeah, if it's clear, I'm gonna stream it. And even if I can drive somewhere where it's clear, that isn't too far away, I will do so. Pivotal weather. Yeah. Pivotal weather. I think I've looked at that before. Pivotal weather. Glitch, or was there something on the moon? I mean, something passing the moon. Okay. Thanks, Stephen, for pressing like. And if you haven't pressed like, it does help the live streams a lot. All right. So, when you use pivotal weather, do you, where does it have like Outlook? Winter forecasting, models, forecasts. Choose models. RDPS. Whoa, there's a lot here. Okay, so we want to do that's okay. Nice. I'm curious because I'm like looking forward at this low that was coming in. Because sometimes just trying to get a feel for where things are going. I so rarely watch. Wow, there's look at that big thing coming off the west coast. So Wednesday night, rain coming through here. But then it goes through to the east. So cloud cover on the surface product. So let me change the model to which model did you say? RDPS. We're looking at weather, trying to figure out if I'll be able to see the eclipse. Is it forecast? No, RRFS. Oh, here. I knew I'd figure it out eventually. All right, so we've got that, and then cloud cover on the surface product. Wow. This could be really cloud cover. That is encouraging. That means that it might be clear going into evening, but if there's clouds here off the coast, I might be able to just drive inland for the eclipse, so then I can live stream it. um, that's thanks. That's I think I found what I needed. Yeah, we're about to say goodbye to the winter constellations, unfortunately. NGC 5735. Let me check. And hello, Reset Syndrome. How's it going? Thanks for joining. So NGC 5735. Actually, yeah. Hold on a second. Now that is like right at the horizon. Let me go to the zero horizon. I forgot the scope that I have. I want to keep the moon on the local scope, and then I'm trying to get as much data on the rosette with the refractor as I can. But I have the Seestar scope, so really anything above the horizon I should be able to do. Yeah, let's see that this is like right at the horizon. But since I'd be imaging at Starfront, we could do some Milky Way nebula stuff. Let's see. Oh, no. It was like, I was thinking I could do the witch head, but really I want to do that with the, I mean, because of the moon, I want to try to do stuff that involves the light pollution, or that uses the light pollution filter. Let's see. Maybe I do. Maybe I do, since the moon's kind of at the other end. Just as an experiment, I'll try the always elusive witch head. Yeah. I will do the witch head. So sorry, I've got to separate these and then bring this one over here so we can do side by side. I'll get to your question in a sec. Cosmic Gray, there is method to my madness. At least that's what I tell myself. Okay. Great. So this is going to be totally an experiment of start with half an hour. Because mind you, I've gotten almost nothing on the witch head previously. Yeah, so why am I wasting imaging on the moon? That's a great question. It's because I was going to do some coding tonight, and specifically I want to improve live view for lunar stuff, and the only way to really do that well is to have the moon up on the screen. So I'm going to be, I mean, between the moon and Portal 9, I figured I would just spend that time on the moon. Yeah, you're right, it's not optimal, but it's actually kind of, I want to do it as kind of a torture test to see what it can actually image, because the witch head is kind of a bit far away from the moon, I hope. Yeah, dark. With insanity. Well, we'll see. I'll stop it if necessary. Yeah, the skull and crossbones. Let's see where that is. Skull and crossbones. Yeah, it's actually right at the meridian. So it's about the perfect time to start it. So I'm going to start the witch head, and depending on how that goes, I might immediately bail and go do skull and crossbones. And didn't know the moon does Python. It does now. um, while I'm waiting for that, let's bring this back. Okay. Dropped. We're off to a good start. Dropped one, 100% failure. That's starting off well. Although there is a bright star in that field, so. What is that? That must be a double star. Or not a double star necessarily, but a star really close to each other. But while we're waiting for that, let me go. Oh, that looks really nice. Qubits. That looks really nice. And I really need to upgrade my my Nina so I can get this live view. I mean, for the moon being up, it's amazing what filters can do. And I know it's a live view, but because of the sun being in the probably clouds going over it, just Centaurus A and M94. Cool. Cool. It's funny. So I've gotten a minute and a half of data. Yeah, we'll let it run a little longer before I bail for the skull and crossbones, because I think that should work pretty well. You know, the sad thing is, I think it's got less gradient than I think it's got less gradient than I have at home. Or I mean, it has less gradient than I have at home, and I swear I see some nebulosity there. Hello, Brian. How's it going? Welcome back. Yeah. Let's make sure the moon's still there. Yep, still there. I did get the equatorial tracking going, but it's not like it's a bit off. But I guess it's close enough. Yeah. Yeah, I might let this run. How long have I been running this for? 2 minutes. I'll let it go to 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll go to the skull and crossbone. Let's see. Do I have... I wanted to quickly see if I can pull up an image. So this was 149 frames I did on the witch head back in January. Here's that star, and yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, no processing. Yeah. I will, like I say, I'm just kind of curious about this, because I am seeing some of, maybe it's not coming through on the stream, but I do see kind of an outline of where the nebulosity is. And I'll let it go for a little bit longer and then we'll move on to skull and crossbones, which should be pretty good. Is the with the light pollution filter. Speaking of which, let me check. Oh, so this was the rosette. I'm trying to get more data on. Oh yeah, the seeing and transparency. Even though the moon is terrible, the atmosphere is a bit more stable than the last time I imaged it. So, in some ways, this is actually pretty decent. Although I've got half an hour of data, we'll see how much I can get on this. Yeah, some code to unblaze the moon. Yeah, that would be nice. Although somebody suggested a tarp. I think a tarp would be good. Yeah. So let's see. Thinking about that for a custom eclipse filter. Yeah, that would be cool. You know, I do think I could probably... I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be great, but I do think I could get something out of the witch hat. But I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the skull and crossbones. Software mask over the moon. Hello, Donkulus. How's it going? Thanks for joining. Alright. So... Alright. Let's go. Let's see. Stellarium, yep. So I can just grab that. And I'll do this for actually maybe 45 minutes. Yeah, maybe an hour. I won't necessarily let it, or have it run the whole time, but at least we'll kick it off. Yeah. Go ahead and try that. Stay on a business trip, in and out, mostly lurking on cruddy hotel TV. Oh, that's the day. Oh, through Thursday. So will you be back? Because the lunar eclipse is on Thursday evening. Just lurking. Oh, that's cool. If you haven't liked the video already, if you're just lurking, does help the live stream. Okay, you'll be back Thursday night. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't been to St. Augustine. Gosh. It's definitely been over, pretty sure it's well over 30 years since I've been there. Yeah, hopefully it'll be clear. Yeah, I've been just looking at that myself, trying to figure out if it's going to be clear here. How's it? No, I guess because I did an autofocus, it hadn't kicked off yet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're pretty. It's not too bad. I mean, the good thing is it doesn't require quite the level of preparation or specialized equipment that you need with the sun, with solar eclipses. It's just, um, and yeah, you can, mess around with the exposure and pretty quickly see if things are looking okay. Um, but yeah, it is kind of. I remember there was some lunar eclipse, and I forgot, or I lost track of time, and I looked outside, and it was it's on the night of the full moon, and it seemed so much dimmer outside. I'm like, what is it? Is it cloudy? And I realized it was because uh, the the moon had been dimmed so much. Does this require nebula require humiliating initiation to capture it? Well, I mean, this was it I had autofocus turned on, so it had autofocus first, but it's getting it. And actually, it's pretty, yeah, only 8 frames so far, so far so good. Let me see how the other nebula I'm imaging is doing. Um, yeah, this is on the refractor, so this is again borderline skies, but Starfront, yes, that is correct. So this is the refractor. So it's got that SV Bony uh, dual narrowband filter that seems to do pretty well. Um, so I'm pretty happy with that so far for 40 minutes. Uh, but yeah, this is Starfront, and the moon is uh, is the local one. Oh yeah, some secret. Oh right, yeah. No, I don't know. That's true. That's true. Does it require humiliating initiation? It's actually a fairly easy nebula to image, so I guess not, as far as I know. um, like I definitely need to check out that live view. I mean live stacking at the new Nina, or in the Dev Nina. So while that is imaging, um, Python. Oh, oh, difficult with a tree in the way. Yeah, yeah. That I know how that goes. Um, it's where you what do you call it? Where you have need some kind of well, like they use the lasers on some of the professional observatories as the artificial guide star. You just need something like that, except much more powerful, and then you can just like blow through the trees, punch a holes, for astronomy. Of course, you wouldn't want to do it when the trees were dry, 'cause that might not be a good idea. Catch them on fire. um, yeah, the tracking on the. I mean, it's probably maybe the active tracking it must maybe turned on, although it's not wobbling it, so I don't know. It seems to be tracking the moon pretty well, even though my polar alignment isn't great. Um, let's see. Uh, all right, live card controls. controls. So I took a screenshot of the. I'm not just talking to myself. I'm just talking through what I'm doing. I'm looking at the some of the functionality from the app when it comes to lunar mode. So I think the main things that are missing are the oops. Yeah, video. Hello, Jason. Thanks for joining. Revelation 14. Friday, March 14th. And what is it? 15th is the Ides of March. So, let me see. So the things that I'm missing are basically the photo and video, taking a photo and taking a video with the Seestar, and the time lapse. So those are probably the main ones. So let's see. Okay, it's TCP and TCP.port equals 4700. My eyes, dry eyes. Rhubarb pie for Friday. Cool. Hey, Brutus. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. All right. M51 is turning out really nice. Oops. Let's see. I'm always sometimes I'm behind on the Discord. Okay, let's go. Jesus is Taurus. Yeah, that was. I remember we were talking about that. I realized that my sign had changed. Like I was Sagittarius and now I'm like Ophiuchus or whatever. That's kind of an. Is this even the right? Oh, wrong port. Is it 4800? Is that the port? It's 4700. Right. Why isn't this test connection? I'm just trying to look at all these events. Oh, okay. Client app state. Oh, interesting. Oh, huh. Native Americans. Yeah, I've read some of that stuff over the years, but it's been a while. Let me see. Come on. All right. Nope. I do have notes of what I was gonna do. Okay, so it is copy as bytes as ASCII text, maybe? Okay, cool. So I found the command that starts recording, or stops recording, I should say. Oh. Start record. Okay, there's the start record. Copy bytes as ASCII. All right, I'm just trying to figure out these commands. That skull and crossbone nebula is actually coming through pretty well with all the light pollution. I mean, not light pollution, the moon pollution. Test connection. Oh, interesting. Maybe what I'll end up doing is moving the oh no, I'll leave the moon up for now, but maybe I'll work. Oh, there it is. Start record AVI. And then there's a parameter where you can tell it to be, where you can turn on the raw. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. Nice. Sweet and sour pork sounds delicious. Yeah, I love the orange chicken. Sounds really tasty. People are always making me hungry on the live stream. Test connection. Oh, AVI record. Yeah, that sounds really tasty. We should do that here. We should have that for dinner some night. Oh, nice. Oh, you guys are killing me here. I know Hot Cheeto was doing that yesterday. or not yesterday, earlier today was telling me about stuff. Yeah, foodie. Nice. Yeah, no, that's sounds really good. Nothing like the sad meal I had for lunch. Wait, oh, that's stop record. text. Okay, stop record. Test. Oops. Test. Test. Start record. Oh, time lapse. Here's where the time lapse is. ASCII text. Man, this is gonna be. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Because really, the commands are the easy part. It's the it's trying to get the user interface in some sensible state. And I'm not a UI person, and kind of the way I've some of the stuff I've built for our the live view stuff. I can speak to the live view stuff. Some of that could be better. Start record, false. Okay, so that must be, so there's a flag. So it's basically, so the under the hood, the Seestar, the commands it's sending for recording or time lapse, it's basically the same method call. It's basically just sending different parameters in. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because it's probably using the same thing under the hood. Okay. I think I got it all. Oh. What is that? Setting? Copy text. Let me grab that. The good news is I can test some of this out tomorrow during the day using in solar mode, because it's got some of the same functionality. So I don't have to totally disrupt things tonight. But this is good. It's forcing me to I wanted to at least be able to kick off time-lapse recording in Alp for if people want to use Alp for the eclipse. And I'm running out of time. Scan? Interesting. Scan planet? Some interesting events in here. Device state. Wait, what? Scope, solar system, target moon. Great. Okay. I think I already can be doing this, but I want to see what the AI denoise looks like for M51 here. All right, let me check the chat. I might be behind a bit. Sorry. Love to cook. Nice. The moon is a waste of space. Yeah, culinary school. ABBA. I really love ABBA. Galloping Astro Gourmet. Yeah. I like it. Tying it all back to astronomy. If you want to make an apple pie, first you have to create the universe. I like that. Yeah. I should have that on a t-shirt. All right. So, all right. Well, so we could always bring up another target here. Got, let me redo the stretch. So we're up to an hour of data. I think I clicked the wrong button. No. Oh. Just need to adjust it. Brighten that up. Brighten this up. Yeah, that's looking nice. So I can cover up the moon. Instead of hello moon, it's goodbye moon. Goodbye moon. Billions of meatballs. Funny you should mention meatballs. That was my dinner. Had some homemade meatballs. That was about, and some tomato sauce. But not billions of billions, or I wouldn't be able to sleep. How much data did I get the last time on the Rosette? Let me see. A lovely day in New Zealand. always looks lovely there. Well, almost always. How much data did I get before? So I had previously imaged, where did it go? Oh, sorry. I had imaged the Rosette with this scope a few days ago, and Aiden, who I don't think is on right now, who's often on the Discord server and such, ended up processing it. But which reminds me, I need to do my routine plug of the Discord server. All right, what am I was going to go. Yeah, so Aiden had processed those images and or had processed the Rosette Nebula, sorry. And I was pretty happy with, I mean, it was it needed more data, but this was, it was a 44 meg PNG. Oh, nice. Yeah, so this is what it what we got out of it. But that was with, how much data was in there? Not 100% sure how much it was, but I think it was comparable to how much I'm getting tonight. So hopefully this can be added to that. Although it looks like maybe not so much, because today it's more centered, whereas off-centered last time. So, oh well. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how much of it overlaps. But while it's still visible from my backyard, I want to try to get as much as I can. That's nice. The that M51 turning out nice. Just a minute and a half? It's not bad. It's pretty good, really. I need to get that zoom plug-in. It's handy for zooming in on stuff. But yeah, less than I mean, with the moon up and less than 2 minutes of integration from a Seestar, it's pretty decent. Yeah, looking really good. All right. Yeah, can't quite see the gas that connects the two yet, but only with 2.5 minutes of no, you can't see it because I've got the Sky camera in the way. Let me move that. Put it up here. But yeah, you can see, yeah, with only a little over 2 minutes, a little over 2.5 minutes, it's doing pretty well. Starting to see the beginning of some detail in the bands. Oh, so gain set to 120. Cool. That probably also helps. But still not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I need to add that zoom plugin. That looks pretty helpful, pretty useful. It's like this weird blue. Maybe it's the okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit, I guess. I wonder how much longer I can even image this. Let me check. Rosette, and I need to change to my backyard. Oh, it's about to disappear. I will keep that going as long as I possibly can. Alright. One thing I wanted to check how the off-axis guiding is doing. Not the best, but it's okay. We'll go with that. And the moon's still there. Fox has a problem with live view. Yeah, I think I figured out what the issue is, and I don't have a good idea on the answer on how to fix it. I think I figured out what the problem was. but yeah, unfortunately, I need to try it again, see if I can figure out a way around it. Skull and crossbones. I mean, the light pollution filter is doing a great job, even in spite of the 24 minutes of data. Actually, no. That might be too ambitious. Let me see what else we could try to image. I'm looking forward to the lunar eclipse, but I'm looking forward to not having the moon blazing down on things. So next week, hopefully it'll be clear as the moon kind of gets out of the way, at least earlier in the evening. Heart and Dagger Cluster. Some interesting names. Great Bird Cluster. That is... Oh, there's the jellyfish. I was just kind of looking around for things, and I should try the Triple Nebula again, but when it's a little darker. So I did try that here and did not do well. Let's see. Moon is, yeah, almost overhead, so... Eight burst planetary nebula? Some of these names. It's a tiny one though, as is often the case with the planetary nebulas. Just trying to find things that are sufficiently far away from the moon. Is it this slow frame view rate? I think it's yeah. There was some difference. I don't remember what it was. Seems less responsive. Image. Yeah, I need to fix that. The clock field. High clouds moving over Houston. Yeah, it's quite possible. Let's see. Yeah, I have a feeling this is about to start failing. Still guiding though, so. Oh, nice. Can you zoom in enhance? Yeah. Let me look. I won't be able to zoom and enhance, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, so so I guess that's where the general area where the blue ghost lander landed. Zoom and enhance. That would be yeah, the recurring thing with TV shows, crime shows, where it's like zoom, enhance. Yeah. Zoom and enhance. Oh. Look at that right up here. Nice. Oh, I don't know how much more time I have on this. I may go ahead and stop it and find another target. But not too bad given the light pollution. It's for about 80 minutes. Nice. Probably need a few hours of data on that. Alright, let me stop that. And where to next? Now, since the moon is obviously kind of messing with things. Oh, it is starting to drift. Since it is messing with things, it's got to be a target where ideally I can use light pollution filter for the refractor. I'll hide the moon for now. Out of my sight. Okay, so I've got my Now the problem is there aren't a whole lot of nebula that are still visible from my backyard because of the horrible obstructions I have. So, what could I image? There's a ton of galaxies. Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Or have I? NGC 4395. Let me try that. I'm teeing it up off screen. NGC 4395. Now it's a galaxy. I've got a light pollution filter on it, on the scope. Not ideal, but it looks like it might be kind of a starbursty kind of starburst kind of, well, maybe not a starburst, but a galaxy with some HA, so maybe it'll be okay. Be complete unless I added my local owl sky camera, because the one that's on screen is the Starfront one. You can really see the oh yeah. Is that? Huh. All right. Yeah, like I say, with the light pollution filter, it might not be ideal, but we'll see what we get. Okay. All right. Skull and Crossbones is doing well. Doing pretty well. Hello, Wiley site. How's it going? Sorry, I'm behind on the chat a little bit. Found a bug in the code. Take a look at NGC 3521. Let me look at that. NGC 3521 and NGC 2736. Let me see how this is going. 3521 Oh, the bubble nebula. Oh, bubble galaxy. Okay, take a look at that. And 2736. Oh, yeah. See, I think I want to get more time on that, but I'm gonna do it when the moon's a little out of the way. Um, yeah. Which one is that? Cosmic ray. That looks good. That looks nice. NGC 3521. Yeah, I need to check that. The only problem I have is, or the biggest problem I have is the light pollution filter is in place, and I'm getting nothing from the refractor. That is. Yeah, I'm literally getting nothing. So much noise. That's unfortunate. So that is not gonna be useful. I'll have to figure something else. You enhance the peg. Let's look at Discord. Oh. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing the technology now these days. Oh man. You can there's the by the edge of the moon, you got the enhanced. That's funny. Seestar went bonkers and tried plate solving the deck. Yeah. That was one of the things I was it wasn't exactly a struggle. I was the problem is the the one good thing about Starfront is things are fairly predictable there, as far as like what horizon, and I have a pretty good horizon. I don't have a narrow kind of view of the sky, and so I just need to figure out the right setting of how to have it kind of unpark itself where it's actually pointing not at the shelf, because somehow I managed to get a value which consistently pointed at the shelf. So I think I've got it sorted out, but that was part of the delay of the live stream. I was trying not to flail around with that on air, on stream. This is I mean, for given that it's an almost full moon, it's I'm not unhappy with that. So maybe let me go look at Stellarium to see if I can do that 3521. I think I think that's obstructed where I am. Oh, yeah, it's obstructed now, but it's something to keep in mind because maybe in half an hour it'll be visible. Of course, from Starfront it's visible, so I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I think, well, I ended up, yeah, for in my case, I rebooted everything before the live stream, but just for good measure, And actually, I've been kind of doing the same thing with my local Seestar, because I have, like basically I've disabled the shutdown feature on both of them. And so I'll park it and bring it in, and it just stays running, which actually has been really handy, because then I don't have to go in the other room and turn it on. I can, to copy data off of it, I just kick off an rsync and I just leave it running all the time. But I'm kind of, it might allow me to kind of refine a more automated reboot of the Seestar. Like I'll do it with my local one and then start doing it at Starfront. Okay, NGC 4565. That's a cool one. Yeah, Needle Galaxy. Cool. Yeah, one thing I did last night, and I'm probably going to start doing it going forward, especially on nights where it's going to be clear at Starfront. I'll come up with a list of targets and just kind of kick it off, and then stream it to Discord and overnight. So if people want to check in, they can see it. The Needle Galaxy looks cool. I wonder if there's something I could put the since I'm struggling to find something for the refractor. Maybe I can find something for the other Seestar, the one locally. Whale Galaxy. Before I do that, though, let me check something here. Did I get a chance to test the lunar live view? I did. I had some. I haven't hooked up the buttons, but I have all the commands ready to go. For time lapse, for recording. I think I just need to figure out the UI. That's going to be the tricky bit. But yeah, I think I've got it. I don't know if I'll test it tonight after the live stream, or if I'm going to test it out on the sun tomorrow. I might test it out on the sun tomorrow, because that'll be relatively easy, and then I'm not up all night. And speaking of all night, I think tomorrow I might be able to do another live stream. I need to figure out if there's a way I can, like when I was doing Starfront only, I was able to get it started, the stream started earlier. Maybe I'll do that, because then I can start it like, yeah, half an hour or even 45 minutes earlier, maybe. At least for now, until the sunset gets later. Yeah. Yes, and it turns out it's all the same command. It's just flags. There's a raw flag, yes and no, and there's a time lapse property, and yeah, the crop zoom I have to figure out. I have to figure out what's actually happening with that. Because I tested it, but I need to dig through the trace again. But the video the video and the time lapse. I just need to figure out the what do you call it, the UI for it, and also making sure I give, yeah, maybe the UI might not be as hard, but yeah. Uh, the where is that there? That's a nice wide field. See, I need to. That's why I've been thinking about getting the reducer for my refractor, just to try to. I wouldn't get quite that wide of a field, but at least I'd get a wider field than what I have now. But we'll see. Yeah, I have a record button. So yeah. I need. I mean, again, it's all the UI that I need to work out, but yeah, basically something along those lines. Yeah, basically something along those lines. That needle galaxy looks really cool. Just wanted to move this a little bit so I can see how. Because I did this for a full hour and it's almost done, because time on target. But I'm pretty happy with that because I got some good kind of beginning of some dark nebulosity in there. And that's another reason I'm really looking forward to dark skies again, is to be able to start looking for some more dark nebula type things with the at Starfront. So after this finishes, maybe I'll try that galaxy, the not the needle, but the 3521. Maybe I'll try 3521. Yeah. Oh, okay. You mapped HA to blue. Cool. Okay, this is about to finish. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Just wanted to resize this to try to. Yeah, looking. Just seconds more. But yeah, the skull and crossbone. Yeah, I don't know. Is it? Or is it just some star nearby? Which actually did remind me that I need to look at the list of supernovas, because I'm behind. Or I need to get in the habit of kind of regularly looking for those, because it was pretty cool that one time where somebody jumped in the chat and mentioned a supernova that had been discovered less than 24 hours before, and we were able to image it. And at Starfront, that'll be even easier. Okay, so this thing is done. I think what I'm gonna do is separate this. And maybe I'll look at the supernovas. Supernova. Oh, just a star. Oh well. No, I mean it's worth checking. I mean, especially, yeah, yeah, just a star. I mean, it's definitely worth checking because there was like that one star, that one supernova in NGC 4521, like a year ago, and it was pretty easy to image with the Seestar from here. So, um, oops, didn't want to do that. Right. Okay, let's go to NGC. What was it? 35. 35. 3521. Okay, so I'll do 45 minutes for that. I might stop it before then, but we'll try it at least. How to snap a frame? That's a great question. There isn't. What specifically were you uh, wanting to? Oh, like from live view, be able to capture something? Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about. Uh, well, and the other thing I thought of is, yeah, being able to like sharp cap where you can save what you're seeing on the screen. Um, yeah, if you're shooting galaxies, it's likely eventually you'll see a supernova, but that's why I've been checking this list here periodically. Where's NGC 150? NGC 150. Let me go do the... A lot of times these supernovas are not super convenient. Yeah, that one's over by kind of Sculptor, so that's not only far south, it's below the horizon right now. Yeah, I don't even know how they found that one. So NGC 3277. Oh. Actually. Now that galaxy is... How small is that galaxy? Alright, 3277. That doesn't look super promising. DOE. Okay, here. Let's see. That doesn't. Oh, here. The galaxy it's in is 11th magnitude. NGC 3277. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat, but I'll be back. NGC 3277. Okay. I think I can see it. Let me check. It is east of the meridian. Nice. And it's pretty high, so should be able to image it. It's not too far from the moon, so good luck with that. But this is my local Seestar anyway, so put it to some better use than just imaging the moon. And okay, go back to this. Go back to this. Live. And maybe that. So there's that NGC 3521. Oh, nice. So that's at Starfront. Temporarily see the HA over here. Qubits. It's looking nice. Let's see if this might be a challenge, but that supernova is like 14th magnitude, so might be doable. We'll see. We'll see. Let me go check the chat. I'm behind. All right, I'm back. Get funding for the Seestar Supernovas survey. Yeah. The list needs a reorganization. Yeah, being a table. Yeah, that. Like a good table. Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah, we'll see. Cool. Right. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. I should create a. Well, I don't want to totally proliferate Discord channels, but I was thinking we should have. Eventually, we might have like Sharp Cap and Okay, so I think that's where the galaxy is. It's not a super big bright one. So it's actually a pretty small one, so might not be able to resolve this very well. But we'll see. Oh, interesting. one time a contributor. That's cool. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's I'll leave that running for a bit because that'll probably be slow to show up the data there. But this is turning out nice. Yeah, do a tech support. That's true. Have tech support. Nice. Let me see. Very nice. Ah. Somehow I managed to lock my screen. Okay, when it happens. So this was NGC. Why did that? Oh, so this was before, and there it was after. That's pretty cool. You can really see. Yeah, that is cool. Oh, cool. That is neat. Very neat. Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that was one of the ones that was a fairly bright galaxy, and then NGC 4521 or 45 something was also another pretty bright galaxy and a pretty bright supernova. Let's see. No, I didn't get it before and after, but like that was one I had like I say that okay, so it was 4216. Yeah, that was a pretty bright galaxy, and also bright supernova. Yeah, image all galaxies. Yeah, I mean, given that this is a pretty bright one, and there's a bunch of other galaxies, and it had one, it's just kind of a matter of time if you image enough galaxies. But that's pretty cool. Yeah. Easy. You make it sound so easy. Just image all the galaxies all the time. Sounds easy because it is. Man. Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna hide the all sky camera because we know it's the moon is shining right down on everything right now. Yeah, this one's gonna be a challenge. Like on paper, it's bright enough, but is it something that can Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't possible before with the firmware where they introduced that guest mode, but they kind of rolled that back. So yeah, it I've been able to do that ever since they did that. Ever since they rolled it back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should be able to. Should be able to. I've seen some, and those can be pretty cool shots. I mean, I personally haven't done that, but I bet, especially with the refractor, with the field of view you have there, you could get some really good, some neat results. Let me see. Um, just gonna pull this off screen to see if I can get my bearings of where I'm looking. Okay. Doesn't help when things are like flipped. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, yeah, that this might be a challenge to try to image that one. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Get I mean you've got that. Yeah, if you either have mono camera or one shot color with that SV Bony filter, either way. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. It the problem was I went into it telling myself all I need is a camera, and yeah, pretty much it. Like it did get a lot of the stuff on sale, but yeah, I went in. I was like, I just need to upgrade get a better astro camera, and and almost immediately after I got it, I ended up getting uh, a off-axis guider. I had a guide camera, luckily, um, and then I ended up with a filter drawer and yeah, focuser. So it just quickly got out of hand. Yeah, the mount. Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, this galaxy is doing well here. This one we'll see. We'll see what I come up with that. But the the uh, the galaxy was in a position where I could actually image it from the backyard. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true with a stepper motor belt, a couple of gears for an autofocuser. I've seen people doing DIY. Yeah, and there's yeah. What was the one thing I was looking at? Um, like there's like for the Raspberry Pi, you can get a motor controller, and or like there's a few different ways of doing it. There was like one I know that Adafruit had, and then there was like an Astro oriented hat for the Raspberry Pi. So you could, and it had a few extra, what would you call it? Points where you could control a I/O. It had some extra I/O that you could control stepper motors for like a focuser or rotator. And I was actually thinking of doing something like that for a rotator, mostly because although I've found fairly cheap focusers, doing a rotator, all the rotators are fairly expensive. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, DIY with a stepper and a motor controller, that microcontroller, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, and that's that's what I bought. That's still sitting in a box, but that's another story for another day. Seiko's been asking about that repeatedly. But yeah. But my but the focuser I have on my scopes are kind of, what do you call it, EAF friendly, so that helps. Yeah, I'm really kind of, but really kind of disappointed that I don't have any other targets that I can image with the refractor. Mostly because of the light pollution filter. I need to get one of those moon Vader moon filters. Like Jeff has one of those, and it seems to produce some pretty good results. Now my skies aren't as dark, but might help. Yeah, my pathologically bad skies. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if now all the nebulas are pretty much behind buildings, and so I've got galaxies, but I would really want to probably take the light pollution filter out. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. How long did I schedule this for? 21. I'm up to 21 minutes. I think I did it for half an hour. Might try something else at Starfront. I think I might just park the refractor because I'm drawing a blank on anything right now. Although it's funny, I was imaging that galaxy and I just kept it going, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible. Just super noisy. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop that. That was kind of waste. So let's go. I'll just park it. Mark. Do a little coding. Back focus that we can figure out. Just give it calibers. Stepper focuser, I'm not sure I can get it to be recognized as an ASCOM. Yeah. Although there are, yeah, there's some, like, what was it, like I wonder if there's some board you can get that would be recognized. Kind of like how there's the on-step controller boards. I wonder if there's like a stepper focuser board. Nice. Yeah, stepper motors. Although I'm sure somebody's tried it. You know, get the sensor, slap some Peltier coolers on it. But I do wonder if they have any particular circuitry on some of those astro cameras. I'm sure they do. But are they generic? Because I've seen some of those IMX. I forget which chip. I saw like a Raspberry Pi version of it, but I think it was a little iffy. It seemed to have very mixed reviews. I'll put it that way. A lot of times I just have this up. nice live view of New Zealand. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Yeah, that I'm kind of curious about. Like, although one thing I know with the Raspberry Pi, sometimes the drivers were a pain. Because a lot of even with the Raspberry Pi stuff, where like they won't release the certain details about the hardware. Let's see. Maybe I should try that. Let me unpark the refractor. Let me real quickly. I want to look at my old sky before I do something. Unfortunate. Okay. Wow, look at that sun. I mean sun, moon. Jeez. Okay. I was a little confused by the angle, but we're good. So I'm gonna unpark and then because someone was I was looking at the Starfront forum and people were asking about stuff to do in HA. Yeah, let's see. What do I get on that? Oh, nice. M3. Looking good. All right. Okay. All right, sorry. All right. I'm behind in the chat. Sorry, I'm back. Whoa, I am really back behind. Yeah. Nice. Off the shelf cameras, that's cool. Oh. Low blasters on the fly, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fun. I mean, sometimes it's a non-existent line, but yeah, yeah, that M3 is looking good. Let me see. Right, oh, so close. Okay. Oops, nope, didn't want to do that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going the wrong way. Okay, let's crank up the leave it at that. And, or maybe I go a little further. That's weird. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat. I'll be right. I'll check it in a second. Okay. Ouch. What is going on there? Ouch. Let's try that and clear. And what in the world is that? Oh, sorry, too late. I can't do that one. Never mind. That's a bummer. Ouch. Oh, wow. Nice. GPS Wi-Fi. That's funny. That's funny. Right. That's funny. Oh, nice. Let me look. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. That's awesome. 12 billion light years away. Nice. Maybe once things are once the moon's out of the way, I'll start imaging some stuff, some quasar targets, or some quasars from Starfront to try to get some of those. Maybe I'll try the what was it, the Einstein cross or the parachute. Although the parachute's in Andromeda, so probably not that one, but let's see. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. This is... I don't know, did I do an hour or... That looks cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Although that's at least where Stellarium comes in, where you can kind of pick a point and it'll find it. Seestar it, yeah. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is the question. Is it visible from those of us on the other side of on the other hemisphere? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm preoccupied with the refractor, trying to point it at... Let's try that. All right. Hmm. Let's see. Cool. I need to stop fiddling around with this and get back to other things. All right, cool. And we will try this. Check the chat. Oh, it's a southern target. Liquid helium cooling. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried something with, like how people overclock stuff. Oh, okay. 40 degrees from south. Yeah. Yeah, this galaxy is turning out nice, even in spite of the the moon. That's looking cool. And this is looking very cool. And of course, really cool targets, or cool southern hemisphere. Let me see. Oh, that finished. So I think we need to find something else. Luckily, it's Starfront, so I don't have the obstructions. So let's figure out something. All right, so let me find something. Could do, I don't know, have I done bodes from Starfront? I don't know if I have or not. Maybe I'll try bodes. I think I did. Let me look. Starfront. Yeah. No. Did I? No. It actually looks like I might not have done it. I might not have taken an image of boats from Starfront. So let's do that. Actually, that's one of the things I'm kind of curious about the yeah, okay, so I'll pick I'll pick that star right there, and image, and call that M81, M82. I'll do 45 minutes. Yeah, I'll do 45 minutes. And I'll try autofocusing. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I need to figure out some targets to image overnight at Starfront. I'm not like super optimistic, but I mean, because the moon's going to be up a big chunk of the evening. But I can try. I could do the antenna again, get more time on that maybe. Maybe I'll just do that, run the antenna for a few hours. Okay. Auto-focusing. That's pretty good. It's live view and it's already, you can see both. I mean, granted, they're bright still. Always gratifying when you can see that. Okay, cool. It's about to start. And yeah, like I say, I think tomorrow I probably will do a live stream, but I might go ahead and start it earlier and focus on Starfront, just because I have more target choices. And the good thing is I can start a little earlier than ready. Yeah, I could start at like about half an hour earlier, I think. There we go. I'm surprised I haven't imaged Bodes yet. Bodes and Cigar. And this one is finished. So I may or may not figure out something for that one. For the local Seestar. As a test, one of the things I've been wanting to do, or that I need to be more consistent about, is copying data off of Starfront locally. And I had written some scripts, and I'm actually running the one that's I'm running one that's pulling data from the Seestar onto the Raspberry Pi, and then one that's pulling it locally. And so it's not saturating the network, but it is adding extra load. So just seeing, curious if that changes anything on this one, especially the live view, because it's pulling data. The Pi is pulling data off the Seestar at the same time, so probably okay, but you never know. This is actually the sad thing is, even with the moon up, this is looking better than when I shoot it from home when the moon isn't up. I mean, I expect that, but still, I have imaged boats a number of times and just seeing it, yeah. Let's see. Um, it's pretty good. My Apple Watch said I closed my rings. Um, Sitting here, I must have have it set really low. It's like aerobic sitting. Um, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean that's because of the tighter or the s- higher focal length. Yeah, I end up struggling just because of my bad horizon. Um, but yeah, because like otherwise I'd have more target options if it weren't for the building, all the obstructions around. Already see some of the dust lanes in the core. Yeah, let me just double check something, make sure there isn't anything that I want to point the other scope at. The uh the other Seestar. I mean, it's challenging right now because the moon and a lot of things. I mean, I could do this. Double galaxy. That's what I imaged a little bit ago. I mean, the good thing is it won't be long, and I'll get some summer Milky Way stuff. Although, because my horizon, it's still probably. I mean, if I stay up really late, like till 2 in the morning, some of those targets will start creeping up above the building next month. But I'll be able to image them from Starfront sooner, so we'll be able to start using some of those. And once I get that guide scope, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more time on Rosette Nebula, but I'm pretty much at the point now where I'm about ready to switch back to the reflector to try to get some planetary nebula and galaxies. So I need to spend some time trying to get that dialed in a bit better. Because I think the results will be great. Let's see. Wow. Let's see. Back to the chat. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for joining, Qubits. Have a good night, and see you next time. Thanks for joining. Oh, I see. See, we had a zoom. I missed it out of the corner of my eye. Zooming in. One thing, speaking of things I want to improve with Alp. I mean, I have the solar, or I mean the lunar, solar, all the live view improvements for kind of, well, specifically lunar and then solar. But there's a few changes I want to make to stellar mode, or kind of star mode. And one of them was something Cosmic Ray had had asked about earlier, and he's asked previously, and some other people have asked. Being able to, that's interesting. I think I left my phone downstairs. One of the things I want to be able to do is more control of like the histogram. I want to, but simpler potentially, and something I want to do sooner rather than later is being able to rotate the image on screen, because like it would be nice to be able to view this kind of using more of the screen for certain targets. Hey Dave, how's it going? Thanks for joining. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, let me see. Let's see, live view. Planetary. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if, yeah, I mean, most of the, like if it's a pure client side, yeah, it should be relatively easy to, yeah. Yeah, look at the planning screen, because there was some initial work on some sky map related stuff there, and I don't know if it would be easier to add it there, or if it would be a separate thing. But yeah, sure, cool. Do feel free. I mean, that's how a lot of things have gotten added over time. to Alp. People want to add things to it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I've I've had those kind of conversations. I mean, I've kind of talked with others about that like ages ago. Um, so, but that's the kind of thing I would like. That would be cool to have something where it could be put in different places. That would be neat. Very neat. Got Markarian's chain over here. Cosmic rays getting. Oh, rotated web image. There you go. I'm sure there's a plugin for it. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it in HTML, but I'm sure there's a way of doing it in like a plugin or something, like you have that Zoom plugin. Yeah, bring your own. Yeah, I mean, like if it's something where it's the Alp configuration. I mean, I've used plenty of tools like that where, um, like for astrometry type stuff. Although the Seestar does it, but yeah, if you want to use some other one, yeah, it can be done in CSS, which is what I was thinking I would do, but it's some point. I'm liking the detail that I'm getting here with in bodes, given the conditions here. That's crazy. That's looking good. I mean, compared to the ones I've gotten before with the Seestar. Um, and then of course the cigars. But that bodes is happy with that. Yeah. Change the class with select element. Yep. Quark uses interesting stellarium web. Huh. That could be interesting. Yeah. Some other DSS, the D3 based ones. That's cool. Like I say, I mean, for, what do you call it? Almost full moon conditions, I'm pretty happy with that. So I said I was going to kick off the antenna galaxies tonight at Starfront. I think I might continue doing more time on bodes. Yeah. I think I'll do more time on that. And then, oh yeah, web maps. That's true. It's very similar. I mean, like a lot of the, what do you call it? Most of the stuff I've seen, it's the same idea. Like they have tiles and they kind of load them in. Yeah, you have different points on the map. Have to click on a position. Yeah, it's all very, very similar. Probably the same kind of engine under the hood. And it's all they're having to do like spherical coordinates into flat uh, two-dimensional ones. So yeah, it's all very, very, very similar. Yeah, WebGL. Yeah, that's true. With WebGL, it could be really cool. There's some. I always would go to the some of those demo sites. Either the ones from the libraries, like was it 3D 3DS or 3JS, whatever it was, 3DJS, and some of the other ones out there. Yeah, seeing some of the things people are creating with web tech, like especially like WebGL stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, what was that? I had that conversation um, with some people ages ago that a lot of companies had a lot of, well, and I've seen it described elsewhere where basically there's been a lot of PhD level, like a lot of comp sci PhDs who've been thrown into making JavaScript, JIT work, like bare metal. I mean, working very fast, like compiling JavaScript into assembly or into machine code under the hood. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of incentive to make the web as fast as possible, and especially yeah I've built I built an iPhone app in React Native. Um, so yeah, and then there's I forget what it's called now, but it used to go by a different name. It's an Apache project where basically you can compile. Yeah, you can do a web app into a native app. But yeah, even React Native, like they have the JavaScript engine internally, and yeah, you built an app. Yeah, I mean, I've done a variety of things over the years, and thinking of something different. I mean, I've built. Oh yeah, no, I did a couple of iOS apps and one. Well, one of the apps I did, it was just me. I mean, there were some other people involved, but it was I mean, this was a long time ago. I did an iOS only app more recently, but I did an iOS and Android, and also even like put it in the Amazon App Store back in the day. Yeah, no, it's it was. I've had kind of an eclectic, a varied background um, for development. Like the iOS and Android app, the one that was went to both, well, to 3 different app stores, including the Amazon App Store. That one was one that it was kind of, yeah, it was we were small. Yeah, exactly. It was, but it was like they had a low bar to entry. I mean, this was like 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. And we were like, we'll deploy it there too, just just to because why not? It didn't, since we'd already built an Android app, it really wasn't any lift. It was more just like take the APK and upload it to Amazon. Oh, like sign up for an account and then upload it. It was like it was low bar. Oh, cool. 3 users. Yeah. No, I mean that's cool. That's cool. No, I mean there's a lot of, and that can be kind of cool because then like working in different kind of parts of the stack that maybe you don't get to work on normally. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Um, I mean, I mean, that was in the Quiv. Was it Quiv? Because like not as many people have 2S50s, but now that the S30's out, I think there's a lot more people who have like an S50 and an S30. And I thought that was on that interview where he was talking to the CEO of ZWO, and that was one of the things that came up was, and it sounded like they were working on it, being able to support more than one um, telescope at the same time. I mean, it shouldn't be like it. Of course, it's easier said than done sometimes, depending on how they structured it. Yeah, now that would be cool. I wouldn't. I'm not holding my breath about that one, but that would be very cool. That would be a cool thing to do in Alp. Um, but yeah, it would be nice to run two at the same time. Um, and like I say, I think that came up in that interview, and it does definitely feel like something that people are gonna want more now that the S30's out. Yeah, because of people who are on the who regularly are on the live stream and the I'm trying to think. I think I'm one of the few people who has 2S50s, but there's several people now who have an S50 and an S30. Yeah, no, Alp can run multiple Seestars. No, what I was thinking about is well, the thing about kind of combining things um, from more than one Seestar could be interesting at the same time. Yeah, mobile interferometry, speckle interferometry. Yeah. No, I mean, as far as like people who are on this, who are either on the Discord server or in the channel. Yeah, he is, and then there's like VLA, New Mexico. He has at least 3. And there's others who have multiples, but um, I'm just from a very small sample, or from a small sample size, it seems like having an S50 and S30 might be more common. X-ray. Yeah, we need that X-ray scope. Yeah, Two iPads. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because that's what I had to do when before I started using Alp, when I would do the live streams, I'd have, um, yeah, I had my phone tethered, uh, like the display out, and I was capturing it onto the screen, and then I had, because if I captured the like the video output, not using the normal kind of originally lightning connector USB-C, because then that would turn on tethering, and I broke the live stream once doing that because it started trying to send the live stream out over my cell phone. Yeah, oops. But yeah, and then I was running like the iPad app on my laptop, so it was like a massive pain to try to run both of them at the same time, because like I couldn't have I could only have one of them in station mode or things would get really confused. So I had one in station mode, and then the other one I would try to tether or connect directly to its access point, and the signal was like a little iffy from up here, and so it just wasn't very pleasant. So hopefully they do fix that and get the app to be able to switch. Yeah, 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 that's true. You never know. And I know in like some places they'll get ones that are like refurbs. I've seen those. I've seen tons of people, but most are in the UK. Interesting. Well, they did have there were some stretches, I mean, where people were complaining about the like weeks of rain. Yeah. I saw I think the cheapest I've seen them for was like $400. Um like a refurb. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Hopefully it is clear. I mean, I was looking at that earlier and it looked like it might be here. Like there's going to be a front coming through that might keep things cleared out. But then it also looked like, unfortunately, it looked like some of the coastal clouds were going to start creeping up Friday night or Thursday night. But I mean, that's still a few days out, so hopefully not. $600 for a Seestar S50. Wow. $600 on eBay. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, seriously, I was thinking, or is it like gold plated or something? Gold encrusted or something? Yeah. Yeah, $600, and it comes with a few months at like or a few months free at Starfront, sure. Yeah. $350. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. $600. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's the jailbroke X-ray sensor. I like that. $600 firm. Wow. Gosh. Yeah. Good luck. Exactly. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That is. But then saying firm, it's like, what? I think I'm gonna park the other Seestar because I was looking at targets and nothing really was grabbing me, especially with the moon and just obstructed horizon. It's just like it's an exercise in frustration. It's mostly the obstructed horizon. I had actually started imaging bodes, but it ended up going behind a building, so it was like, so much for that. just gonna park it. This and this. Nope, moved it to the wrong screen. There we go. Cool. There we go. Yeah, we'll see how long. X-ray sensors. You know, it was funny. I mean, it wasn't a sensor, but I remember many years ago reading this book of Scientific Americans. What was the name of the column? It was basically like their DIY column, and I'd seen some of the stuff in the magazine, but I had found a book of like older articles, like the Amateur Scientist or something like that. And they had some stuff there that seems like how to make your own X-ray tube. And and of course they had all these warnings like, you know, don't use it to like image your foot or something, because it's like it's unshielded and like not and then there was one that I actually had started looking for parts for. It was to build an ultraviolet laser that you that you could make things like fluoresce like a mile away or something. It was like that just seemed like a bad idea. That was funny. But I think it was articles from like might have been some of them might have been from the 50s or 60s, you know, where yeah, I don't think they would want to, yeah, if they don't wait around. S50s are in stock. Yeah. Yeah, it's the S30s and dwarfs, yeah. Target burnout, yeah. Yeah. Well, especially how to make your own. Yeah, I mean stuff like that, you know, that maybe frowned upon these days. Oh, interesting. Huh. Huh. But yeah, I was looking for some of the and then what doing like a spark gap radio transmitter, stuff like that, things that would just be really bad ideas. Yeah. You know, where you could transmit something on radio like across a whole bunch of wavelengths at once. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Use a stick to hold the aperture open. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And I was talking about that yesterday, that I think I have a Logitech webcam around here. I should see, maybe I should do that. See if I can hook that up to like some Toys R Us telescope or something. Yeah, very specific model. Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to see if it was yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. Of course, I probably don't have that model, so that would make it even funnier. going for oh, you know, like how they had those cameras, like the film cameras that intentionally had like the lousy lenses to give it kind of this characteristic. I almost used the word vibe. This characteristic of kind of lo-fi stuff. Could do that with astrophotography. You know, get the cheapest telescope, hook a quick cam to it or something. Yeah, interesting. Dumbest astrophy. Yeah, I think this is the second night we've been talking about that. I think it might end up having to do it. Like the most Yeah. The dumbest way. Yeah. I like that. How long did I do this one for? Wow, no drop frames. Did I do 40 minutes or an hour? May have done a full hour on this one. But the boats is looking really, really good. Like I say, I may do a bit more time on that than tonight after the live stream. The 3D part to hold the Seestar M extended looking at the top smoke. So that would be funny using using the Seestar. Wow, yeah, that would be. There was yeah, there was this one. I had seen some like Frankenstein setups with Seestars where yeah, like they made some modifications to it. I'll have to look for that. Um, cool. Right, yeah. Yeah, that kind of yeah, no, but this was like the person made modifications to the Seestar itself. I forget exactly what it was. Oh man. Let me see. Um, yeah. Yeah, he replaced the image train. That was the thing. Like he put like wasn't it like a 70 millimeter uh like refractor on it or something? Trying to find. I think that was in the where was that? Oh, I found it. I found it. No, I think this was this was an interesting. I'm not even sure if I should bring this image up. Yeah, it was yeah, it was it was this like now this one didn't replace the optics, but I guess upgrading the motor or something, or controlling the, like, this was one variation of it. um yeah, that was definitely a Frankenstein scope. Let me see if I can find another photo. That one was, it was the Frankenstein channel. Oops. Let me see what else that was yeah, Frankenstein. Oh, I haven't. There's new photos of it. Oh no, I haven't. I just haven't looked at it in a while. Oh, here. Is it that one? But yeah, there's some rather interesting things people have. Oh, it's so bizarre. But anyway, yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, so it is after midnight, and I'm thinking of wrapping it up for the evening. Because I think I'm gonna do. It might not be. It might not be. See, sorry. It might not be Starfront only. I might be testing out some of the lunar stuff tomorrow evening with the local Seestar. But as a result, I can start it probably, like I say, about half an hour earlier, maybe even a little bit earlier. But yeah, 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 that would be because the way we do it now is kind of a little. It would be nice if there was a better way, and at least also, like you had mentioned, showing it when you're imaging. That would be helpful because sometimes, like, I'll start something, and if you can look at it on the schedule page, but it would be nice if it was on live view. But yeah, I think I'm gonna yeah, late night sillies. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Thanks everybody for joining. Don't forget to like the video, it does help. And like I say, I'll probably about the same time, slightly earlier tomorrow. Try to take advantage of the skies, the clear skies. Yeah. And as far as the gain, yeah, it requires the darks to be redone, but like, there's no reason why we couldn't kind of bundle that together, like make it easier and then say, look, it's going to redo your darks, and just kind of make it the workflow a little bit more straightforward, maybe. Anyhow, might be a topic to talk about tomorrow, but in the meantime, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. And thanks everybody for joining tonight. Thanks for Cosmic Ray. Thanks to Cosmic Ray and Qubits and Stephen for sharing their scopes on stream. Yeah, be nice enough, easy enough to do with gain. Yeah, so yeah, we'll leave it at that, and hopefully see you all tomorrow. Till then, have a good evening and clear skies. I need to hook up hotkeys so I can make this easier on myself. All right, good night.